was sitting at a drafting table, you know, doing doodles, doing sketches, getting sketches approved, you know, doing more, you know, tight pen and ink drawings. But you know, for me, it was a very, I don't know what's the word, just you know, for me, there was a definite train of things I had to do. You guys were just like all kinds of stuff just to get the shots done. Okay, up in the art department, we didn't get to see all the crazy stuff that was happening. We heard about it later. You know, and every so often, you know, second season, third season, fourth season, you know, a ship design would come up, and we would either, you know, maybe cobble something together, kit bashing, or you know, have one of the model maker vendors, you know, come up with something way prettier.
So
you know,
I was going to say on that note, one of the things I think that you uncovered recently is these, which are super rare. This came out of a desire to have some new Federation ships.
well, the episode, the two-part episode, Best of Both Worlds, we had you know, destroyed vessels, you know, taken out by the Borg, and the Enterprise got in there and saw all the carnage. Now, you know, a lot of these, what you're seeing here are you know, kit bashes from Ed Myerecki, you know, who did some of our miniatures. And these, fortunately, are, you know, these shots are preserved because these are pictures that were taken before we chopped them up into pieces and burnt. You know, we airbrushed some burns on them. Some of them got cut in half. I noticed that online, some new pictures have come to light with upscale versions of some of these little kit bash models.
Yeah, we're just rebuilding them in CG so we can make them as models in the collection.
Yeah. So these, a number of these smaller ships, you know, ended up, you know, visiting our department. We got some photographs of them, and you know, mostly on like 35mm slides, because who had a digital camera back in the late 80s?
But these were never intended to be like hero shots or anything like that. You've never really seen them yet.
No, but I think some of the upscale versions, you know, were, you know, floated by camera, you know, with sparks going off inside.
Can you just explain a little bit about how, when they came in, you made some alterations? I think there's a very particular alteration in this one.
Yeah, you know, I don't have real strong memories of all of these ships.
It was more the fact that you stuck highlighted pens on it that I was going to ask you about.
I think those things in the middle are magic markers.
Some of those had Stabilo, you know, highlighters, spray painted, glued on. You know, I don't know if we simply, you know, gave Ed, you know, a pile of markers and say, you know, here, add these.
I think the way Mike does it, you did this.
But some of the markers actually did, you know, turn out to be pretty decent base cells.
Well, actually, if you I think it's an instinct, I think for me as a child playing with toys, I learned to look at objects independently of their original intention and their scale. So if I went to the plumbing section of a hardware store, I could see spaceship parts. And we would just grab things that are interesting. Some of those things are really beautifully designed, and whether it's a sleeve to repair a broken sprinkler system or the hull of a space lifeboat, it's still pretty cool. And so we would wind up, again, driven by despair. We had one ship that was kind of like a somewhat triangle with a blunt end, and that had numerous incarnations ranging from having Civil War bayonets glued onto the side to having toy submarines glued on the side to the little plastic tub that you take home your extra spaghetti and glued on the bottom.
Turn it upside down and turn it back to front. But every now and again, you would get a real project, so a big ship. So I think this was another example where the producer said, "Should we use Kirk's original ship again?" But you managed to persuade them otherwise, or collectively managed to persuade them otherwise. The Enterprise C.
Well, the Enterprise C came up in yesterday's Enterprise. Wonderful episode. We had this color sketch, a very small painting that Andrew Prober did, way before the episode was filmed, and he was no longer, with the franchise at the time yesterday's Enterprise came up. But I had a picture of this sketch, and I looked, and yes, there were links between things like the Enterprise B or the Excelsior and the Enterprise D. The sketch is wonderful. It had maybe a few too many compound curves for us to get built in the time that we had. The Enterprise C was a very fast project, and Greg Jean came through with the miniature. So I did some sketches where some of the more oval or elliptical cross sections would be turned circular. Greg thanked me profusely for simplifying the shape. It was turned into blueprints. This was that was an ink drawing that we used as part of the graphics on the Enterprise C bridge set. Fortunately, we had some time. We had enough time to do some graphics that show the ship, on the displays. But the top view of the blueprint there. Yeah. Now see, I did not turn in a totally finished blueprint. Greg Jean could see, sort of a shorthand that I put into this drawing. Greg knew this stuff. He knew what Starfleet style was. So I would just, I would set up one section that was like totally detailed out and just tell them, okay, repeat, and the ship got